Welcome back to a brand new day. The ice is back. A brand new edition. A warmer night, but there's more ice than what was yesterday morning. Water is a balmy 34 degrees. I guess the water temperature just got so low that it made it easier for the skim ice to form. Those cold days, man. That water's finally getting in here and just cooling the lake down. I don't know, another week of that, we'll probably be ice fishing. It's the adventure. The ice is thicker this morning. This is serious, man. This is wild. It's doing it. I don't think I'm damaging the hull. I might be scuffing my undercoat, but it seems to just be kind of just pushing right through it. Sure, it's making some marks. That's her eyes. She's an old tinny. She can take it. Found the thick stuff. That's 3/4 of an inch there. Lucky me. I just cleared the last of it. Man, that is a long stretch of ice. Got Marcus. I'm going to pick him up tonight, and then Mark is coming out tomorrow. I think we picked a fish up. Yeah, that looks like life to me. Probably just a little one, but that's all right. We're on the beer barrel, and we're just dragging along the pipeline here behind the beer barrel. Essentially that line right between the signs. See the trout? There he is. Got him. There he is. That's the spoon that's doing really good right now. It's copper, and it's dimpled. I forget what they call that. Dimpled copper. A little bit of chartreuse on it. So I'm noticing a trend. They like those, and the silver one was still popular too, I guess. But overall, I think this one's the one that's outproducing the others. I'll show you my trout. There you go. Just another little trout. So I'm catching a bunch of dinks here over the last 2 days, but it might just be the spoon size. I am using smaller spoons, but I'm picking them up anyway. So there's one. We're just gonna let him go right quick here. Bye, fella. Thanks for the memories. I already got the rod back out. Let's do it again. I'm sitting here thinking that maybe the reason a lot of folks don't succeed when they come out here for Lakers is just, simply put, they just don't get their lures deep enough. I want to encourage you to look into dipsy divers. There's a lot of methods you can use to get down deep. Dipsy divers are one of the simplest methods to learn. You can use downriggers, snap weights, a lot of different things. I got into using tadpoles, and that's made by Offshore Tackle. I like those. I caught some Lakers with those. I find those were good to put in front of live bait. So if you get a shad, put a tadpole in front of it. It usually pulls it down to about 25 or 30 feet. Number one reason I think you're not catching lake trout is you're not deep enough. Today we're catching them at about 40 to 60 feet. And it's difficult to get a lure down there, especially at Raystown with all the trees. Because as soon as your lure gets down that far, you're in a tree. So you have to spend some time investigating the area, learning where the trees are, and finding a couple routes that are good for fishing and tree free, and then send your lures down. It's a little nerve-wracking, but if you're losing your gear, you're probably fishing right. Sorry, that's the truth. It's beautiful out. That's my favorite size of lure to use. I like to use the full jointed version of my lure here. This is my favorite one. This is the one I think that works the most effectively. And it's got that extra tail on it, so it's got some good chatter to it. So when I do this one, I actually put it down. It's a little bit more aggressive. I let it bang on the bottom and I pick it up pretty sharply. And it's usually when you're picking it back up, that's when the strike usually comes. The bigger one is more designed for, say, 40 feet plus. And then the smaller, if you just use the tail, that would be your shallower water. I'm thinking this rod has like the smallest fish ever on it. There's life. No telling how long I've been dragging it. I was just watching and I saw it bounce a little. That's a little guy. Catching a lot of these small ones. There you go. It's a real small guy. I'm just gonna let him go right away. I'm gonna get fish slime on my camera. Don't get me wrong, I'm happy to be catching. That's a small trout. Whew. I am noticing that the size classification that I'm catching with that spoon, small fish, and definitely not vertical jigging size fish. Vertical jigging, you just catch bigger trout. So they really seem to like that color. I'm gonna run down to Saxon Outdoor Supply and get some more propane for my heater, and then when I get back, I'll pick up Marcus at the dock and just call it a night for that. Kind of a tough day on the water. Just caught those two. Why is the sun got to be right behind the camera? Just caught those two small Lakers, but I'm not discouraged at all. But you know, I'm marking a couple, but not a lot. So I can't really say I figured anything out. Trolling for them with spoons is mildly productive, but it seems like the only thing I'm catching are dinks. And I don't mind catching small fish. I'd just rather catch something to be proud of. You know what I mean? So hopefully Marcus and I will put our brains together and see if we can't come up with some kind of conclusion. So Marcus and I are just getting ready to go out. We did catch some shad last night, so we're gonna go up and I think we're gonna troll for bass a little bit, just right along the edge, and see if we can't pull up some of these world-class bass that Raystown Lake is known for. And then this afternoon, we're picking up our buddy Mark, and there'll be 3 of us on the boat. And that chopper's checking me out. It's a news channel, I think. A news channel? It could be. I don't see a number on the side, but choppers are checking us out. So, let's go catch some fish, Marcus.
Yes, sir.
Did you catch them striper up?
What's that?
Did you catch them striper?
Not yet.
I hook them in the mouth and then up through the top. So Marcus, I just gifted Marcus a set of my lures. I can't believe I haven't given him one yet, but he literally just dropped it. It was his first ever drop. Which color do you use? The white one?
White one.
Winter white. He dropped it down and he loaded up.
Oh,
I didn't get the camera on, but first drop with the new lure. That's optimistic.
yeah. Well, this is only our second time fishing with spot lock. And the first time was for half a day.
Oh, yeah.
Because his sister, I think the battery died in that.
Yeah, Paul's was struggling a little. Just the batteries. But, yeah, it's pretty exciting to be able to just fish. Marcus is loaded up, buddy.
Oh my goodness.
What you got?
A lot of fish. Unbelievable.
Marcus, what'd you catch, man?
I don't even know what this is. Rod sleeve?
It looks like a rod saw.
Rod sleeve.
It hit. There's a bass fisherman that's pretty upset he lost that. After a hard day of fishing with Marcus, he couldn't stay overnight or anything, but Mark from Only Fins, he's out here with me. We're doing a little night fishing. Mark's going to help me out and see if he can bring the luck that we've been lacking today. We had a difficult day on the water today, humbling day, but of course it's always good to be on the water, especially when my pals come along with me.
That's right. It's good to be here. Pond Poundin' Poos Day.
Man, I can't believe I look like this. Good luck with them New Year's resolutions.
It's the end of one day and the beginning of another. A sign of a great year to come.
There you go. Yeah. I think there is a good year ahead of us.
Yeah, I'm excited for it.
I brought the kids out here. Derek and Kara are with me today, but we're just going to drag the shad that we have left over from Fishin' and Chillin'. And guys, if you're still watching in this video, thank you so much. I appreciate it. What I'll say about the Fishin' and Chillin' week that I was out here dealing with the ice and the difficulties of it, we still managed to have a mildly successful fishing trip. And it's always important to remember that. Even if all you accomplish is getting on the water, you've already been at least mildly successful. So never lose focus of that. You love the lake, you love the water, you love fishing, and if you're out there doing those things, it doesn't have to include a catch, and you're already successful. So let's go fishing. Let's see if we can put a fish in a boat. And if not, it doesn't matter, man. I'm still out on the water with my kids. We're getting this done, man. We are successful right now. Get it. Hold on to it tight.
Okay. All right.
Hold on. Yep, reel. 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 Slow down. Stop for a second.
Reel.
That's a nice fish. Kara's got herself a nice fish on. Kara! Just reel, reel, reel. Reel, reel, reel.
I'm reeling.
You're doing great.
I'll stand over here to try and balance out the boat.
All right, you're doing great. Reel, reel, reel. Do you feel the life of the fish? Don't worry about it. Just reel.
Who cares?
Can I
Maybe
move
the
back?
fish fell unconscious.
Move forward, Derek. Move out of the way a little bit. And Kara, I want you to lift that planer board up to me. Step forward in the boat. Step forward. Between the consoles. Between the consoles.
to say. I don't know.
Okay, you're on the fish.
All right, yeah, I feel it. Should I bring to the back? I mean, like this.
You just keep on, step forward a little.
Okay, I'm only 12 things out.
Okay.
Oh, she's
Keep
almost
reeling, reeling,
touching
reeling.
it.
Bring it up. Bring it up.
That looks
Right
like
to me.
a nice one.
Sarah, you caught a beautiful, beautiful Laker.
Is that good?
That's a
I
beauty
hit
of a
you?
Laker. Wow, you did great, sweetie.
We got one.
You did great.
We did it. Fish number 1. Great.
So we're just dragging shad, and we're up near J2. Up near J2, just back in one of the coves. And I was actually dragging for bass, but you know, as it often happens, you'll catch something that's not targeted, like we were just talking about.
I said it near the beginning.
Yeah, that's exactly
Everyone
what happened.
knows you never catch what you're trying to. Or better yet, fish nest.
Ew,
Okay,
what is that sound?
Actually, that's
They burp.
He's burping.
Come here, sweetie. That's your fish to hold. There you go. That's what was trouble.
It's a fish.
It's a beautiful,
fish.
beautiful
It's a
Laker,
fish.
Kara. Beautiful. Let's get a measurement. We'll get a measurement, and
you
then
hold
we'll
it now?
give it. Okay.
Gross.
Pretty good one.
28-inch Laker. My daughter brought it in. I feel a little bad because as far as catches, it was Derek's turn, but she was closer, and you know that's just how it happens on the boat. Sometimes you're the one that is closest to the rod. Excuse me, son.
Goodbye, Betsy.
Betsy.
So it started raining, it's getting a little bit misty, and I think that's pretty much going to be the end of the trip for the kiddos. Guys, thanks for watching for Fishing and Chillin'. If you didn't make it this year, you can come out next. Or shoot, give me a call. We'll go fishing together. So till next time, be good to yourself.
Much love, much respect.
That was for you, Corey. See ya.